The world of fairies is a realm of enchantment and danger, a place where the lines between reality and fantasy blur. This mystical world is divided into two distinct courts, each with its own unique characteristics and inhabitants. These courts are known as the Seelie Court and the Unseelie Court. The Seelie Court is often associated with light, beauty, and a certain benevolence, while the Unseelie Court is shrouded in darkness, malevolence, and a sense of foreboding. The Seelie Court is home to the kinder fairies, those who are more likely to interact with humans in a positive manner. These fairies are not always good, but they are less likely to harm humans. They might play tricks or steal small things, but they rarely cause serious harm. The fairies of the Seelie Court are often depicted as beautiful and ethereal, with gentle expressions and a serene demeanour. They inhabit lush green forests and magical gardens, places where nature thrives and magic is abundant. However, it's important to remember that even the fairies of the Seelie Court can be unpredictable. While they are less likely to cause harm, they are still capable of mischief. On the other hand, the Unseelie Court is a different story. This court is home to the darker, more malevolent fairies. These fairies are cruel and malicious, delighting in mischief and mayhem, ruled by their darkest desires. The fairies of the Unseelie Court are often depicted as sinister and menacing, with dark, foreboding expressions. They inhabit eerie forests and shadowy realms, places where darkness prevails and danger lurks around every corner. These fairies are not to be trusted. They will trick you, steal your most prized possessions, and might even steal your soul. Their intentions are always malevolent, and they delight in causing harm and chaos. It's important to remember that fairies, whether from the Seelie or Unseelie Court, are not human. They do not follow our rules or adhere to our morals. They have their own laws and customs, ancient and strange, that govern their actions and interactions. Understanding the nature of the Seelie and Unseelie courts, their inhabitants and their customs, can mean the difference between life and death. Those who seek to enter this realm must be well prepared and well informed. Ancient texts and lore can provide valuable insights into the world of fairies. These texts often contain secrets and knowledge passed down through generations, offering a glimpse into the mysterious and enchanting world of the Seelie and Unseelie courts. The fairy realm is a place of mystery and wonder, a world that exists just beyond the reach of our reality. It is a place where magic is real and where the ordinary rules of the world do not apply. For those who are brave enough to enter, it offers a glimpse into a world of enchantment and danger, a world that will forever remain a part of their memories and their dreams. Fairies and elves are often confused, but they are different creatures. They come from different origins and have different roles in mythology. Fairies are creatures of magic and air, often depicted with wings and known for their love of music, dancing and mischief. Elves, on the other hand, are more connected to nature, often depicted as skilled archers and craftsmen. They live in forests and mountains, are said to be immortal, and possess a deep wisdom. Some believe that fairies are spirits of nature or fallen angels, while elves are often associated with Norse mythology and are said to have descended from the gods. The Bible and the Book of Enoch tell of angels who rebelled against God. These angels were cast out of heaven and were on their way to hell. Lore then states that St. Michael the Archangel interceded on behalf of some of them. God then cast them to the remote and dark areas of the earth, and they became the fairies that we know. The larger warrior class of fairies, the Tuatha De Danann, are also said to be the progeny of the fallen angels, the biblical Nephilim. This connection to fallen angels adds a layer of darkness to fairy lore, suggesting again that fairies are not to be trusted. The stories of fairies vary across cultures, but the theme of caution remains constant. The world of fairies is full of traps for the unwary. These traps are designed to lure humans into their realm. One of the most common traps is the fairy circle, circles of mushrooms or flowers that may seem harmless, but are portals to the fairy realm. To step inside or walk through one is to enter their world. And once you are in their world, it is very difficult to leave. Those who walk into fairy circles may also become lost in the woods, fall ill, or even be driven mad. Another common trap is the offer of fairy food or drink. It may look delicious and smell intoxicating, but it is enchanted. To consume it is to bind yourself to the fairies, and you may find yourself trapped in their realm forever. It is crucial to be wary of anything that seems too good to be true in the fairy realm. Fairy gold often turns to dust, and fairy promises are rarely kept. The fairies are masters of illusion, and they will use your desires against you. The fairies are fiercely protective of their treasures and are known to steal precious objects from humans. These objects hold a special significance for the fairies. They may be objects of beauty, power, or objects that hold sentimental value. If you believe that a fairy has stolen something from you, do not try to retrieve it yourself. The fairies are powerful creatures and will not hesitate to punish those who trespass on their domain. It is best to seek the help of someone who knows the ways of the fairies, or to just let the item go. Even seemingly innocent interactions with fairies can be perilous. The tradition of leaving a tooth under your pillow for the tooth fairy is a prime example. While seemingly harmless, this tradition has its roots in fairy lore. Fairies value human teeth, seeing them as powerful objects used in their magic. By leaving a tooth for the tooth fairy, you are essentially making an offering and entering into a pact with the fairies. While the monetary reward for a lost tooth may seem tempting, remember the fairies use these items for their own purposes. They are often used to build their castles, make jewelry, or even make fairy dust, but due to the value they place on teeth, they are rarely satisfied with obtaining just one or a few. They will always want more. One of the most potent weapons in the fairy arsenal is glamour. Glamour is a form of magic that allows fairies to alter their appearance. They can appear as anything they desire. They most often will appear as beautiful, but can quickly become hideous when their glamour is down. They can be seductive or terrifying. Fairies use glamour to lure humans into their traps. They may appear as a beautiful maiden in distress. They may appear as a handsome young man offering assistance. They may even appear as a lost child. Do not be fooled by appearances in the fairy realm. What you see is not always what is real. The fairies are masters of deception. They will use your senses against you. They will exploit your weaknesses. If you find yourself caught in a fairy trap, do not despair. There are ways to escape their clutches. One of the most effective methods is to use iron. Fairies are repelled by iron. It weakens their magic. Carry a piece of iron with you at all times when venturing into fairy territory. Another way to break a fairy enchantment is to turn your clothes inside out. This disorients the fairies. It weakens their hold on you. You can also try to confuse the fairies by walking in a spiral or running water. Dropping a lot of small items, such as shiny pennies, can also give you a chance to escape an approaching fairy, as they will have to stop and count each item. Lastly, if you are religious, given the biblical ties of the fairies, praying should also stop them in their tracks. Remember, the most important thing is to remain calm and collected. Panic will only make the situation worse. Use your wits. Remember the rules of the fairy realm, and above all, never trust a fairy. Fairies continue to capture our imaginations. They appear in literature, movies, and television shows. From the whimsical world of Tinker Bell to the darker tales of Lost Girl and Are You Afraid of the Dark, fairies continue to fascinate us. These stories often explore the themes of enchantment, danger, and the clash between the human and fairy worlds. They remind us that there are forces beyond our understanding. They teach us to be wary of the unknown. Whether we believe in them or not, fairies remain a powerful symbol of the magic and mystery that exists in the world around us. They remind us that there are still wonders to be discovered. They encourage us to embrace our imaginations. The world of fairies is a place of wonder and danger. It is a realm where nothing is as it seems, but it is also a place of great beauty and enchantment. By understanding the rules of the fairy realm, we can appreciate its magic while avoiding its perils. So the next time you find yourself in a moonlit forest, listen closely. You might just hear the whisper of fairy wings. But be warned, not all who wander are lost, but some are never found. Please remember to like and subscribe for more supernatural safety and survival tips. Also, comment below about any strange encounters you've had with fairies or other otherworldly creatures. And as always, thank you for watching.